Why do some people struggle to trust themselves, even when they've done nothing wrong? Self-doubt doesn't usually start as a personality trait. It forms slowly, through moments where your inner signals were questioned, dismissed, or overridden. When your feelings weren't taken seriously, when your instincts were corrected instead of explored, or when making a mistake felt heavier than it should have. Over time, your mind learns something subtle but powerful. Relying on yourself feels risky. People who lack self-confidence aren't necessarily insecure about everything. Often, they're highly aware, emotionally sensitive, and deeply thoughtful. They notice nuances others miss. They think carefully before acting. But that same awareness turns inward and becomes doubt. Every choice feels like it needs double-checking. Every decision feels like it carries weight. Psychologically, self-trust develops when your internal experiences are validated. When your thoughts, feelings, and reactions are met with curiosity rather than correction. If that didn't happen consistently, your nervous system may still be scanning for external approval before allowing you to move forward. This is why people who struggle with confidence often ask others what they think, not because they don't have opinions, but because their system learned that agreement equals safety. Disagreement, even mild, can feel like rejection. So they hesitate, they second-guess, they wait. Self-doubt also grows in environments where performance mattered more than process, where being right was rewarded more than trying. In those spaces, mistakes don't feel like learning, they feel like evidence. Evidence that you shouldn't have trusted yourself in the first place. Over time, this creates a quiet split inside. There's a part of you that knows what you want, what you feel, what matters. And another part that says, but what if I'm wrong? The second part often wins, not because it's smarter, but because it's trying to protect you from emotional pain. Confidence isn't loud. It isn't certainty. It's familiarity with yourself. And for people who weren't allowed to develop that familiarity safely, confidence feels foreign, unstable, temporary. This is also why reassurance never lasts. You can be told you're capable, talented, enough, and still feel unsure the next day. Because confidence built externally fades when the external voice disappears. Internal trust takes longer to rebuild. People who don't trust themselves often learn to adapt instead. They became good at reading rooms, adjusting their behavior, anticipating reactions. This adaptability can look like strength, but inside it often comes with exhaustion. When you're always adjusting, you never fully rest in who you are. Another layer is emotional responsibility. Some people learned early that their feelings caused problems, that expressing uncertainty, fear, or needs created tension. So they learned to doubt those feelings instead, to minimize them, to ask, am I overreacting, before asking, what do I need? Over time, this turns into a habit of self-questioning. Not because your feelings are unreliable, but because you were taught they were inconvenient. Rebuilding self-trust isn't about becoming more confident overnight. It's about slowing down the reflex to doubt. Noticing when you override yourself automatically. Practicing small acts of listening inward and staying with them long enough to see that nothing bad happens. Confidence grows when your system learns that you can make a choice, feel uncertain, and still be okay. That mistakes don't define you. That being unsure doesn't mean being wrong. You don't need to become fearless. You don't need to silence doubt completely. You just need to stop treating doubt as proof. Because the absence of confidence doesn't mean the absence of wisdom. It often means wisdom learned too early, without enough safety to rest. And when safety returns, slowly so does trust.